Greetings. In this unit, we're going to be looking at different types of mothers. What type of mother does God want us to be, and what are some of the pitfalls to avoid in the way that we parent our children? Often we mother our children in the way that we were mothered, or in the way that we've observed, or hopefully as we are following the Lord in the way that we are seeking Him and learning how to be the mother that He wants us to be. But some of the types of mothers that are very common that you often see are, one, the perfectionist mother who feels like her family needs to look perfect on the outside in every way. And God really taught me about this as a young woman, where I observed a mom who was in this situation, and I realized just how miserable everyone around her was, because she was trying to put on this perfect persona, but those in her house were realizing, oh no, this is not how we want to live. This is not what we want to do. So I would encourage you to consider that. Do we have moms who are trying to put on this perfect outward facade, but yet on the inside, they're really, really, really struggling? So that's the perfectionist mom. Then you have sometimes the unpredictable mom, someone who has ups and downs and causes anxiety in those around her, particularly in her children, because you kind of never know what emotional state she might be in. So that's the unpredictable mother. And then you think about the me first mom, one who always seems to put her kids second, or so it might seem. And this can be done in many of ways, and we have to be very careful about this, because all of us are prone to want to put our needs first, right? And the Bible teaches us that we need to serve others and to consider others better than ourselves. But the me first mom has a tendency to focus on her interests, whether it be her career, whether it be her hobbies, or it can even be in the busyness of ministry, that women get caught up in focusing on doing so much for others that they tend to forget about the family, the kids that God has placed in their care. And then you might have the best friend mom. This one has become more popular in recent years, but the mom who just wants to be the best friend, who doesn't really want to be the authoritative parenting figure, but just wants to come alongside and be their friend. But God has called us not only to be friends, we can be friends, especially as our kids become adults, but to be the parent and to be the guide and the authoritative figure that God has called us to be. And then you think about, we hear often in the media about helicopter parents. Those are moms who kind of hover over their kids and want to control everything around them. And it really, they might struggle with a lack of trust in the Lord and in allowing Him to be in control of their kids. And then you think about what has also become a popular term in the media, the free range parent. And this is the mom who just kind of is more laissez-faire, lets the kids choose more of the rules and the guidelines for themselves, and is just kind of more hands-off in a parenting style. So those are different styles of parenting, different types of mothering. But then what does God want us to be as a mom? He wants us to be the complete mom. And that is a woman who is following Him wholeheartedly in obedience, working toward wholeness in Christ and allowing Him to change us into the moms that He wants us to be. Then you think about considerations. We'll also be looking at other descriptors of a mom, such as a biological mom, or the stepmom who married into a family situation. And then there's adopted mom, one who chose to bring the child into the family. And then we also can have a selected mom, or also a spiritual mom, one who we choose to fill that mother figure in our lives. And you know what, ladies? Regardless of whether God has brought children into our home or not, we can all be spiritual moms to the women who God has placed before us. So I want you to think about those different types of moms. How can we help women become the mothers that God has called them to be? Because that's most important. Whatever our style or bent toward parenting is, The important thing is that we're following Jesus and we're letting Him help us to become the moms that He wants us to be. And how can you support women and mothers in your ministry in that way?